Welcome to this Lion Gates Prosperity Celebration. My intention for gathering you guys today and sharing this information is to share some of the abundance that I've been granted through my word and through form. Part of the celebration is I put this lion here to be in service to the Lionsgate portal, and he's roaring out all these hearts. It's like
that's very cute.
A divine love channel.
That's cute.
Yeah. All right. So it is my honor to share this information with you guys today. And why do I want to share it? Because I think that we can shift our paradigm with this knowledge for personal and collective wealth consciousness, which is part of the gifts and blessings of the Syrian white lions and the Stargate portal of the Lionsgate, which is the time when our planet receives direct energy from the Syrian star nation, and we're able to anchor that consciousness on our planet.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah, and the Syrians on planets within the Syrian star system, they were able to reach full body ascension as a planet, which means that their consciousness merged with the consciousness of their sun, and they were able to live in complete harmony, as planetarily. And so we celebrate the Lionsgate portal as a time whenever the consciousness of that star system is directly reaching frequency with our planet. And as beings who were able to live in so much harmony with their source, it's a time where on our planet we're able to tap into that kind of consciousness. I wanted to celebrate that by sharing some of this information that I've been given, and that I just want to share to continue prospering our planet and my loved ones here. And some of what I'm going to be going into is on a more intermediate level when it comes to magic and alchemy and manifestation practices. I'm not necessarily going to be going into the basic understandings of some of these principles. So do with this information what you will. And I definitely recommend checking out some of the foundational principles of alchemy, no matter where you are in your consciousness and manifestation journey. So how do we shift the paradigm? We shift paradigms with our thoughts, our words, our actions, and our feeling states. And our thoughts, words, actions, and feeling states lead to magnetizing reality around us, and our actions within that reality, and vice versa. Our thoughts, words, actions, and feeling states lead to our actions, and our actions lead to magnetizing the world around us. Those are both vice versa. Both are simultaneously happening at the same time with our thoughts, words, actions, and feeling states. So in this presentation, I'm going to explain some paradigm shifting thoughts, patterns, words, and tools for opening up to new levels of wealth and prosperity. I've created a little set list of chapters to stay organized during this presentation. We've got chapter 1, continuum consciousness. Chapter 2, paradigm shifting lesson, a paradigm shifting lesson about Om Mani Padme Hum, which is the mantra of Kuan Yin's legacy that Ascended Master Kuan Yin left for our planet. Chapter 3 is called We Are Always Working. Chapter 4 is called Job is Nada. Chapter 5, Alternative Words and Phrases. Chapter 6, Water Practice. Chapter 7, Ayurvedic Astrology. And Chapter 8 is just going to be a little recap, and then that's where we'll do our Q&A as well, if there's any questions from our live audience here. So, Chapter 1, Continuum Consciousness. I was working at Target, and I'd been in my metaphysical and spiritual journey for about 8 years. And while I wasn't super consciously stoked about the idea of trading my time for an hourly wage, because what I learned from all these schools of thought about wealth is that if you're trading your time for an hourly wage, you're not really creating wealth. I wanted to disrupt that frame of thinking, because I'm like sitting there in Target like, I am infinitely wealthy. I am infinite universal consciousness wrapped up in a human body. Like, fuck that mentality that a $15 an hour wage isn't worthy. Basically, I'm there thinking like, I am universal consciousness. I am worth so much. And this step in my reality is leading to a quantum leap. As a magical practitioner, I'm thinking, ooh, where is this going to take me? So I started thinking about how I was earning $15 an hour. And I started realizing that I am getting this money from the Target Corporation, and then it's going directly into my bank account, and then from my bank account, I do what I will with that money. I started seeing it as a continuum of energy, where not only is that money being transported right into my bank account, into what I do with it, I am trading my energy for this money. And on a quantum level, there is no separation between myself and this money. So I am that money that's going into my bank account. And when that bank account leaves, when that money leaves my bank account, that is essentially a continuation of me on the quantum level. It's all one. When it hits my bank account, that's me. When it leaves, that's still me. So I started thinking to myself, if I walk around a store, if I'm doing some internet shopping, if I'm doing whatever the heck I'm going to do with my money, I'm starting to think, this is me. What I am putting my money into is a continuation of my literal life force and who I literally am. So I started getting really aware of that process when I started spending money, and started asking myself, before I purchase something, is this actually what I want to become? Is this product in alignment with my values and my long-term vision for my life? Does it serve that vision? And that's a practice I want to invite you guys into, seeing this continuum of money, just being us at the quantum level that is us. So when it continues to flow, that is a continual flow of what we're choosing to value at that time when we're sending that money off into the where it's going next. So we get to choose the paradigm that we're creating with our literal life force, which is our literal money, continuing on. So that's one of the first concepts I wanted to share with you guys today. I'm calling it continuum consciousness. It's like the continuum of that life force energy. Once that money hits our bank account, and then we choose to do what we do with that money. Is it in alignment, in accordance with our highest will, essentially? And highest can be a trigger word for some people because they don't really understand it. Highest, from a neutral perspective, means going out in all directions. So when we call upon our highest good or our highest wealth or our highest best, we're actually taking into consideration the life forms that encircle and surround us in every single direction. So when we call in our highest best, we're actually considering all of life in every single direction, all the way around us. So that's why it's very powerful and potent to call in that highest what have you, because it's actually considering all life around you.